Most people don't think about the things they throw away, but our waste may be the most significant problem we have yet to solve. Imagine a world where trash isn't a problem, where every piece of waste has a purpose. Sounds impossible, right? Stick around, because we're about to explore some groundbreaking ideas on how humans can solve Earth's massive trash problem. We're shining light on innovative solutions that could change everything, including two that not many people know about. Are you still curious? Well, let's dive in. Humans produce a staggering 2.01 billion metric tons of solid waste annually. That's enough to fill over 800,000 Olympic-sized swimming pools. Most of this waste ends up either in landfills or incinerated, methods that harm the environment and squander valuable resources. Out of this enormous amount of waste, only about 16% is recycled, and a shocking 46% is disposed of in environmentally harmful ways. Countries around the world are facing this issue head-on. For instance, the United States alone generates over 260 million tons of municipal solid waste every year, with only 34% being recycled. The rest? It either ends up in landfills, is incinerated, or finds its way into rivers and oceans, all contributing to severe environmental consequences.
Bottom line is, if we don't have a healthy ocean, we won't have a healthy planet, and if we don't have a healthy planet, our existence on it is being placed in jeopardy.
Recycling is a skill humanity must perfect to ensure future generations don't find themselves buried in mountains of waste. But what exactly is recycling? At its core, recycling is the process of converting waste materials into new, reusable products. It involves collecting and processing items like paper, glass, metal, and certain plastics, then remanufacturing them into new products. Despite its benefits, recycling faces significant challenges. For instance, many recycling facilities cannot process thin plastic bags. These bags often get tangled in machinery, causing delays and costly repairs. Additionally, contamination is a major issue. When non-recyclable materials are mixed with recyclables, entire batches can be rendered useless. On average, about 70 to 80% of the materials collected for recycling are successfully recycled, but this percentage can vary based on factors such as region, material type, and local recycling efficiency. But what if recycling was no longer a choice but a requirement? Germany serves as a prime example of the benefits of mandatory recycling. Germany's Green Dot system, where manufacturers take responsibility for the packaging they produce, has drastically reduced waste and boosted recycling rates. Before these policies were implemented in the early 1990s, Germany's recycling rate was around 50%. Today, Germany's recycling rates soar above 65% due to strict policies and efficient systems. If every country adopted mandatory recycling, we could save up to 700 million tons of CO2 emissions annually, equivalent to taking 150 million cars off the road. Public participation is also crucial. Imagine a world where recycling is as automatic as brushing your teeth, where bins are as common as trash cans and everyone understands the impact of their actions. What if we expanded and modernized our waste management facilities? Japan has invested heavily in advanced waste processing plants, achieving an impressive 80% recycling rate. Modern facilities can sort, clean, and repurpose materials with incredible efficiency using robotic arms and advanced sorting technology. Investing in these facilities also means creating jobs for what may be one of the most important jobs in the future: waste management. By modernizing our infrastructure, we can build a robust industry that supports economic growth while tackling our trash problem head-on. Imagine hiring dedicated teams to sort through waste, ensuring every recyclable item finds its way back into the system. San Francisco's Zero Waste program, which includes comprehensive recycling and composting systems, has reduced landfill waste by 80%. By creating jobs in waste management, we can provide stable employment opportunities while contributing to a cleaner environment. These positions could become some of the most vital jobs of the future, ensuring that our waste is managed sustainably and efficiently. Now, here's the intriguing part you've been waiting for. Have you heard about plasma gasification? This cutting-edge technology transforms waste into energy by heating it to extreme temperatures. One plant in Florida converts 1,000 tons of waste into enough energy to power 45,000 homes. Plasma gasification isn't the only exciting technology on the horizon, but we'll expand more on that later. Biodegradable plastics made from plant-based sources decompose much faster and more safely than traditional plastics. Imagine a world where our waste is not a problem but a resource. With technologies like plasma gasification, we can turn our trash into valuable energy, reducing our reliance on fossil fuels and creating a more sustainable future. Around the world, innovative companies are finding ways to turn trash into something useful. For example, TerraCycle, a US-based company, collects and repurposes hard-to-recycle waste, transforming it into new products like park benches, playgrounds, and even shoes. In the fashion industry, brands like Patagonia and Adidas are leading the way. Patagonia recycles plastic bottles and worn-out garments to create new clothing, reducing waste and promoting sustainable fashion. Adidas has partnered with Parley for the Oceans to produce sneakers made from recycled ocean plastic, preventing harmful materials from polluting our seas. The automotive industry is also getting involved. Ford, for instance, uses recycled materials such as old denim jeans and plastic bottles in the production of their vehicles. These materials are used in car interiors, reducing waste and promoting sustainability. Even startups are joining the movement. A company called Bifusion has developed a process to turn plastic waste into construction blocks. These blocks can be used to build everything from homes to public spaces, offering a sustainable solution to both plastic waste and housing shortages. In addition to turning waste into something useful, companies are also focusing on limiting the creation of unrecyclable materials. For example, Unilever has committed to making all of its plastic packaging fully reusable, recyclable, or compostable by 2025. This ambitious goal is part of their broader strategy to reduce plastic waste and promote a circular economy. Another example is IKEA, which phased out single-use plastics from its product range and customer restaurants in 2020. They are also investing in the development of new materials that are easier to recycle and have a lower environmental impact. By prioritizing the use of recyclable materials and reducing the production of unrecyclable waste, companies can significantly reduce their environmental footprint. This shift requires innovative thinking and collaboration across industries, but the potential benefits are enormous. We've talked about the massive amounts of solid waste we produce, but what about liquid waste? Every year, billions of gallons of sewage and industrial effluents are improperly disposed of, posing significant threats to our environment and health. It's estimated that 80% of the world's wastewater is released into the environment without adequate treatment. This untreated wastewater often contains harmful substances, including pathogens, chemicals, and heavy metals, which can lead to severe health problems and environmental degradation. Improper disposal of liquid waste, such as sewage, can result in the contamination of drinking water sources. This affects millions of people worldwide, leading to diseases such as cholera and dysentery. Additionally, nutrient pollution from untreated wastewater contributes to the growth of harmful algal blooms, which deplete oxygen in water bodies and kill aquatic life. Improper disposal of liquid waste is a worldwide issue. In many developing countries, inadequate infrastructure leads to the direct discharge of untreated sewage into rivers, lakes, and oceans. This not only contaminates water sources, but also harms marine life and ecosystems. The World Health Organization estimates that around 2.2 billion people lack access to safely managed drinking water services, partly due to contamination from untreated wastewater. Even in developed countries where wastewater treatment infrastructure is more advanced, challenges persist. Aging infrastructure combined with industrial pollution often leads to the discharge of inadequately treated effluents. This not only poses a threat to public health, but also impacts local economies that rely on clean water for agriculture and tourism. Just like with solid waste, innovative solutions are emerging to tackle the problem of liquid waste. One promising approach is turning liquid bio-waste into energy. Anaerobic digestion turns organic waste into biogas, a renewable energy source. This biogas can then be used to generate electricity or heat, providing a sustainable way to manage waste while producing valuable energy.
To learn to understand that this waste product, can be used for something very worthwhile was a great eye-opener to a lot of the residents.
These facilities can process thousands of gallons of sewage daily, producing enough biogas to power the treatment plant itself and even supply energy to the local grid.
We're taking that biogas and running it to engines, and the engines are burning the methane in the biogas, and then the engines power a generator which produce electricity.
Imagine a city where the waste we flush away each day helps to light up our homes and heat our water. The transformation doesn't stop at biogas. Some innovative projects are exploring the use of treated wastewater for irrigation and industrial processes, reducing the demand on freshwater sources. By using advanced treatment technologies, wastewater can be purified to a level where it's safe for various non-potable applications, creating a closed-loop system that maximizes resource efficiency. Here's where it gets even more exciting. Combining these technologies with existing waste management infrastructure can create integrated waste treatment facilities. These facilities can handle both solid and liquid waste, converting them into energy and other valuable byproducts such as fertilizers from digested sludge. Imagine a future where every city has a state-of-the-art facility that not only treats all its waste, but also generates enough energy to power itself and its surrounding areas. This integrated approach could drastically reduce pollution, conserve natural resources, and provide a sustainable energy source. Our planet's rivers and seas are facing a monumental challenge due to plastic pollution. It's estimated that 1,000 rivers are responsible for nearly 80% of the plastic waste entering the oceans annually, contributing between 1 to 2.7 million metric tons of plastic per year. This pollution not only affects marine life, but also has significant health and economic implications for humans. The problem of plastic pollution in our water bodies is immense. For example, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch contains an estimated 1.8 trillion pieces of plastic, weighing around 80,000 tons. This patch is primarily composed of microplastics and larger debris, including fishing nets and consumer plastics, which threaten marine life and ecosystems. Studies have shown that around 900 species have encountered marine debris, with 92% of these interactions involving plastic. Additionally, about 84% of samples from the Great Pacific Garbage Patch contained toxic chemicals, posing severe risks to marine animals and potentially entering the human food chain. Innovative solutions are being developed to tackle this crisis. The Ocean Cleanup, a non-profit organization, has created systems like the Interceptor, which are designed to capture plastic waste in rivers before it reaches the oceans.
Yeah, so what you see behind us now, and the containers and still on the ship as well, is the 29,000 kilos of trash that has been collected during the test phase. Imagine that all that stuff just used to float out there in the middle of the ocean, 2,000 kilometers offshore. It still would have floated out there, 10 years from now, 50 years from now, probably even 100 years from now.
Since its deployment, the ocean cleanup has removed over 22 million pounds of trash from various rivers and seas. Their goal is to target the top 1,000 most polluting rivers globally, significantly reducing the influx of plastic into the oceans. In addition to mechanical solutions, community-driven initiatives are making a difference. The Team Seas campaign, launched by popular influencers, raised over $30 million to remove 30 million pounds of plastic and trash from oceans, rivers and beaches. This campaign highlights the power of collective action and social media in addressing environmental issues. But here's where the efforts get even more exciting, combining advanced technologies with large-scale cleanup initiatives. For instance, the Great Pacific Garbage Patch Cleanup project has retrieved significant amounts of plastic, including ghost nets and microplastics. These efforts are crucial as they prevent further breakdown of plastics into microplastics, which are harder to remove and more harmful to marine life. Moreover, integrating these cleanup technologies with preventive measures can create a comprehensive approach to tackling plastic pollution. By intercepting plastic waste in rivers and conducting large-scale ocean cleanups, we can significantly reduce the amount of plastic entering marine ecosystems. Imagine a future where our rivers and seas are free from plastic pollution thanks to innovative technologies and global community efforts. This integrated approach could drastically improve marine health, protect wildlife, and ensure cleaner water for future generations. Communities need to be involved and educated. Programs in Sweden teach schoolchildren about recycling from a young age, leading to one of the highest recycling rates in the world. If we start with education, we can cultivate a generation that values and practices sustainable waste management. In South Korea, a rigorous recycling education program has led to one of the highest recycling rates globally. Residents separate their waste into several different categories and face fines if they fail to do so. This has created a society where recycling is deeply ingrained in the culture. Imagine if similar programs were implemented globally. By educating people from a young age about the importance of waste management, we can create a culture of sustainability that will last for generations. Solving our trash problem also requires rethinking how we consume and produce goods. The concept of a circular economy, where products are designed to be reused, repaired, or recycled, offers a promising solution. Companies are already embracing this concept, creating products from recycled materials and designing items that can be easily repaired and upgraded. Imagine a world where everything we buy is part of a closed-loop system, where nothing goes to waste and everything has a purpose. This shift requires collaboration between governments, businesses, and consumers, but the potential benefits are enormous. Government policies and regulations play a crucial role in waste management. By setting standards and enforcing laws, governments can drive change and ensure that waste is managed responsibly. In the European Union, the Waste Framework Directive sets out targets for recycling and waste reduction, pushing member states to improve their waste management systems. Imagine if every country had strict regulations on waste disposal, recycling, and production. With the right policies in place, we could create a global movement towards sustainable waste management, reducing our environmental impact and preserving resources for future generations. Our cities, states, countries, and continents are all in the same boat, our planet. If we don't address the mounting waste problem soon, it will only worsen as humanity grows. We can't afford a not now mentality, because eventually we'll be buried in our own waste. The solutions are within our grasp, and the future health of our planet, our home, depends on you. From innovative technologies to community action and responsible consumption, we have the tools to turn this crisis into an opportunity. If you're intrigued by the power of plasma gasification or anaerobic digestion and how they can revolutionize our waste problem, don't forget to subscribe and click here to watch this next video about 10 things on Earth hotter than the sun for more interesting mind quests that change the way we see our world.